The three ways God intervenes when facing narcissism even makes him weak and helpless. Does cosmic justice intervene to hold narcissists accountable for their actions? Or does the universe seem indifferent to their exploitative behavior? Why do narcissists appear to revel in their actions for an extended period before facing consequences? And why isn't their reckoning instantaneous when it eventually happens? The incongruity between the narcissist's seemingly content state and the turmoil they've caused prompts questions about the existence of a higher power, be it God, the universe, or the divine. Where does this cosmic energy reside in the face of such disparity, allowing the narcissist to thrive while those affected struggle to comprehend their experiences? In today's discussion, I delve into this perplexing predicament. Welcome back to the channel. This episode takes a unique perspective, exploring narcissism through the lens of spirituality and religion, building upon themes from the previous segment that focused on the universe's indications of an encounter with a narcissist. I will uncover three essential responses attributed to God concerning a narcissist's behavior. If you're intrigued by these three aspects and want to explore them further, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Your subscription is crucial in raising awareness about narcissistic abuse. If you haven't watched the previous episode, click the I button for instant access. To begin with, witnessing the decline of a narcissist vividly illustrates the divine stripping away their sources of control. A poignant example is evident in the plight of a narcissistic parent when their once manipulated children break free, recognizing the toxic traits ingrained in their upbringing. The abrupt severance of ties leaves the narcissist stranded, bereft of their accustomed authority, and crumbling in isolation. I personally encountered this phenomenon within the realm of my paternal grandfather, a stringent narcissist who saw himself as godlike. His once proud stride resonated with unbridled pride and dominance, reveling in the fear he instilled in his family. Today, he remains a desolate figure, a skeletal shell languishing in perpetual solitude and decay. Peace eludes him, estranged from the care of his own offspring, who themselves are entangled in narcissistic tendencies. Haunted by echoes of his former grandeur, he nostalgically laments, constructing a delusional narrative steeped in past glories. Clinging to the fading remnants of a self-crafted facade, he lingers in a parallel universe of grandiosity, oblivious to the harsh reality imposed by divine intervention. Convinced of eternal youth and unwavering might, reality dealt a merciless blow, dismantling his illusions. His prolonged existence stands as a testament to the enduring wrath of divine retribution upon narcissists, bearing no semblance of a blessing, but rather a protracted and agonizing form of torment. Secondly, the initial gesture from the divine toward a narcissist is notably generous. Abundant time, numerous chances, and ample space are granted, a window for introspection and transformation. However, entrapped in their self-absorbed labyrinth, the narcissist rejects the opportunity for self-reflection, avoids accountability, refuses to acknowledge their serious errors, and steers clear of a transformative path. In the realm of free will, the divine is not quick to seek retribution. Instead, the universe embodies compassion and mercy, offering multiple opportunities for the exercise of freedom. For the narcissist, these chances serve as signposts urging self-examination and guiding them toward responsible actions. Failure to heed these warnings results in inevitable consequences. You, perhaps, were a beacon of hope and transformation bestowed upon the narcissist as a divine gift. In your presence lay abundant opportunities, a chance for them to undergo a metamorphosis. Your compassion, forgiveness, and unwavering acceptance mirrored parental care. However, their response remained malignant. They weaponized your virtues, mistreating and exploiting the liberties you generously provided. In their relentless pursuit of fleeting pleasures and material gains, the narcissist waged a war against the divine, consistently rejecting the offered assistance and squandering their vitality. Love and life remained unseen, with their obstinacy ensnaring them in an unending loop of repetition. Their self-appointed godlike stature dictated fate and consequence, perpetuating the delusion sanctioned by the universe, anticipating the inevitable fall. The collapse of the narcissist's constructed reality becomes their reckoning, their world inverted, their fixed outward shattered. It is a retribution they imposed upon themselves. The divine, far from being cruel, provides ample opportunities. Yet, the narcissist's relentless self-sabotage brings punishment upon them. Their descent into old age unravels their illusion, exposing the loss of all their sources of influence and power. Throughout scriptures, a common thread emerges: the disdain for arrogance. The divine permits the growth of the arrogant not as a blessing, but as a precursor to their downfall. The loftier their ascent, the harsher the impact upon encountering consequences, aligning with the universe's aversion to hubris. Number 3. The divine's subsequent intervention in the life of a narcissist thrusts them into an unending abyss of dissatisfaction and dysphoria. To the narcissistic mind, nothing ever satiates an insatiable craving for more, perpetually haunting them. Their existence resembles a vessel with a perpetual leak, an inability to retain satisfaction or contentment. Gratitude and appreciation elude them entirely, extending beyond mere material acquisitions, achievements, or relationships. This yearning for fulfillment, a constant sense of something amiss, engenders a perpetual trauma response within them. While numerous individuals grapple with a pervasive sense of incompleteness, they strive to confront and rectify it. In contrast, the narcissist redirects this perpetual feeling of inadequacy onto others, particularly targeting their primary sources of supply, such as yourself. Their relentless demands for alterations in your demeanor, appearance, and actions create a constantly shifting target, deeply rooted in their own insecurities and shame. This projection sets in motion a toxic cycle, rendering them oblivious to their inherent deficiencies. The divine seemingly allows them to persist in this unending state of discontent, preventing the experience of peace and genuine joy. Although fleeting moments of bliss may be derived from material possessions, their happiness remains transitory, overshadowed by an insatiable thirst for novelty. Authentic stability, love, or care remains elusive despite your sincere efforts, as their incapacity to recognize and accept love perpetuates their ongoing void. Tragically, they are deprived of the loftiest emotion, genuine love, resonating with the highest frequency and vibration. Devoid of this, no accumulation of wealth or possessions can bring them fulfillment. In the absence of fulfillment, they remain estranged from divine mercy, entangled within a static vibrational frequency, perpetually dwelling in a lower realm of consciousness without expansion or the perception of unity amidst diversity. Their existence parallels that of a parasite, entangled in an unending pursuit, wallowing in a life even inferior to that of an animal, bound by survivalist and predatory instincts, ultimately fading into oblivion, a fate orchestrated by the divine over time. Divine intervention unfolds to reveal the true nature of those who, despite their belief in intellectual prowess and the ability to conceal their authentic selves, are confronted with the unveiling of their facade by a higher power. This revelation annihilates their intricate web of deceit, reducing it to mere ashes. The narcissist is laid bare before the world, stripped of refuge and resources. At this critical juncture, their entire narcissistic persona crumbles, leaving them to grapple with the wreckage of their identity, isolated, and alone with themselves. For a narcissist, the most profound punishment lies in the unbearable company of their own wretched essence. This trajectory is an inevitable outcome for many narcissists, and it may resonate as a familiar scenario for you as well. Through their mistreatment of their own children and those who cared for them, they end up isolated, shunned by others who refuse to tolerate the constant griping and belittling. The consequences of their actions leave them entangled in misery, exacerbating their narcissistic tendencies even after their departure. Their soul remains restless, lacking a tranquil haven. For those with beliefs spanning diverse realms, the repercussions may extend to the deepest, most forlorn corners. In the realm of reincarnation, their next existence might be as a creature of the wild or something entirely different, forfeiting the privilege of human existence. In the realm of the afterlife, their destination is unmistakably in hell, facing retribution for their misdeeds. For some, the narrative of a narcissist reaches its climax without a trace of joy. They inevitably and inescapably face repercussions, not as a result of divine cruelty-seeking punishment, but rather from the unfolding reckoning of their actions, their karmic destiny manifesting itself. Such is the dimly lit path they tread. As we approach the end of this conversation, I pose a question. What alternative divine responses do you envision for a narcissist? I invite you to share your experiences and insights in the comments below, contributing to the enlightenment of others. And with that, we conclude today's discussion. I hope you've gained something valuable and enlightening from our exchange. Your feedback in the comments is welcomed. If you found this beneficial, I look forward to our next interaction, wishing you continued progress on the journey toward healing and reconnection. Prepare for an exciting journey ahead. In this video, we'll explore 10 things that should be quietly removed. Join us on this expedition, share your thoughts on each topic, and watch the video in its entirety for knowledge and personal growth. Take a few seconds to reflect and gain insight into yourself. Let our video enlighten and transform your existence. Shall we begin? Let go of false expectations first. We'll delve into how expectations impact and distort reality during an inner journey. Life is like a vast ocean voyage, and expectations act as sails guiding us toward our goals. However, if our expectations are too high, these sails may lead us into turbulent waters of disillusionment and discontent. Unrealistic aspirations are like maps leading to unattainable treasures, urging us to pursue perfection in situations, people, and ourselves. It's essential to ask whether these expectations are our own creations or imposed by culture, society, or the media. To detach from these expectations, we must acknowledge and reflect on them. Are these expectations inspiring or discouraging? Do they align with my character and values? Next, practice acceptance. Embrace your journey, yourself, and circumstances beyond your control. This doesn't mean giving up on your ambitions, but valuing the process despite its imperfections and challenges. Equally important is setting achievable goals. Instead of aiming for maximum success, establish objectives that genuinely represent you. Recognize small victories and accept that each step signifies progress. Ultimately, the journey is as significant as the final destination. Abandon unattainable expectations to facilitate a smoother and more harmonious existence, making room for unexpected delights and surprises. We hope this fourth point inspires you to approach life with realistic expectations, savoring the beauty of the journey amidst its unexpected twists and revelations. Next, unnecessary goals. Sometimes, one comes to realize the importance of decisions, actions, and maintaining authenticity. In the pursuit of one's essence, there are moments when ambitions need to be relinquished, given the unpredictable nature of success. Occasionally, concessions must be made for the benefit of others. Quietly eliminate these superfluous goals without broadcasting your movements to the world. Avoid providing any hints, as doing so might jeopardize your strategy. Smartly remove less significant objectives and gradually make adjustments to your lifestyle. Be discerning when the cards are dealt, safeguard your intentions, and let sincerity guide your choices to discover your authentic path. Thirdly, approach social media with awareness. Envision your life as a compilation of thrilling anecdotes, gained insights, and exploits. Consider social media as a repository of millions of stories published every second. Quite exciting, isn't it? Constant comparison poses a danger. Often, we compare the most ordinary chapters of these digital stories to the most exemplary ones as we peruse their glossy pages. Arbitrary and unjust comparisons can lead to envy and misery. Recognize how perilous this is. Therefore, develop the ability to regulate your consumption of digital stories. Treat it like a purposeful visit to a digital library. Enter, acquire the connection, inspiration, or information you need, and then exit, returning to your personal life and narrative. How is this practically achieved? Establish designated periods of the day to avoid constant social media monitoring, perhaps during breakfast, a nightcap, or a work pause. This configuration prevents social media from dominating your existence. Another effective approach is to analyze the purpose of every online interaction. Is this time being wasted, or is it productive? Distinguish constructive use from senseless, passive consumption through reflection. Be aware of signs that social media is affecting your mood or self-esteem. Pause if these platforms induce feelings of depression. During these breaks, engage in activities that bring you joy, such as literature, hobbies, or nature. By adhering to these techniques, you can preserve your mental health and discover the beauty of your own story without comparing it to others. Remember that each journey is unique, filled with triumphs, failures, successes, and challenges, giving each story, including yours, significance and individuality. As we conclude this discussion, I invite you to contemplate how you can begin writing the next segment of your narrative right now, placing less emphasis on the impact of digital technology and more on what truly matters. Come along with me on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Fourth point. When under duress, avoid yelling or displaying anger. Redirect your anger into constructive actions. Prepare your body to withstand tension and motivate yourself to achieve your goals. Control your emotions, reflect on them, and use the resulting energy to strengthen your determination. Exercise caution, as losing control under pressure may expose vulnerabilities. Employ logic to resolve conflicts and complete tasks to subtly alleviate tension. Instead of lamenting, appreciate what and who you have. Find serene methods to alleviate emotional strain to achieve balance and more effective strategies for navigating challenges. Share your thoughts in the comments section to indicate your commitment to the suggested changes. Like and subscribe for similar content in the future. Let's continue. As for so-and-so, keep your opinions to yourself. It's best not to entertain such viewpoints. Consider the image your criticism of another person projects. Instead of fostering a pleasant conversation, you disrupt the ambience by expressing negative sentiments toward that person. Seriously, don't. Refrain from endorsing or disapproving in public. Develop diplomatic skills. You can coexist with someone you dislike while exercising discretion or choose to distance yourself from them. If you encounter an issue, engage in dialogue, and try to reconcile your differences with that individual. However, it's advisable to promptly relinquish negative evaluations of others. Act diplomatically toward all individuals, showcasing your ability to adapt to circumstances, grow, and interact with others regardless of personal feelings. By demonstrating compassion and courtesy in your interactions, you can promote a more harmonious work environment and cultivate positive relationships. Finally, avoid comparisons. Each individual's path, accomplishments, and successes deserve high regard without the need for comparison. Comparing our lives to others can be detrimental to our mental health and personal development. It undermines our self-esteem as we risk falling into the harmful cycle of unfavorable comparisons, focusing on our shortcomings rather than our achievements. Comparisons divert our attention from personal goals, emphasizing what we think we should deserve or attain based on others' expectations. Eliminating comparison allows us to appreciate our own circumstances and celebrate personal growth. Remember that everyone is unique, and making comparisons is unhealthy and unjust. Individuals have distinct abilities, challenges, and life journeys. Investing effort in self-improvement is more beneficial than comparing ourselves to others. Loyalty and alliances come seventh. Avoid disclosing private information or discussing reasons for separation. Your shared intimacy is private and requires no explanation. Sharing disputes or difficult situations can worsen the situation, so keep them to yourself. If you feel the need to talk, reflect privately. A desire to contribute may indicate untreated wounds. Therefore, regardless of the circumstances, handle these actions quietly without disclosure. It's better to end an unhealthy relationship without informing anyone involved. Addressing these challenges privately facilitates acceptance and recovery. Respect and protect others' privacy, and manage your emotions with discretion. Eighth point, seek internal validation. In our society, people are often judged based on the opinions of others. Today, I invite you to explore the liberating experience of breaking free from the constant need for approval. Picture yourself on a stage, performing for a crowd seeking guidance on how to speak, behave, and live. Can you feel how stifling this can be? Now imagine transitioning from that stage to a serene and peaceful space where your perspective is the only one that matters. This metaphor underscores the importance of valuing your inner voice over external noise. When we act to please others, we lose sight of our true selves and our own desires, akin to constantly wearing an ill-fitting garment to satisfy others. Think about moments of your greatest happiness. Chances are, you followed your ideals and ideas regardless of others' beliefs or expectations. This is authentic living. How can you implement this in your daily life? Start with small steps. Before making a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because others expect it? Cultivate the ability to rely on your intuition and understand your needs. Building self-esteem is also crucial. Celebrate your achievements and learn from your mistakes. The journey towards self-acceptance is ongoing, and every milestone matters. Lastly, cultivate relationships that celebrate your best qualities. Collaborate with people who appreciate your uniqueness and encourage self-expression. Embracing self-reliance over external validation leads to a more authentic and fulfilling journey. It empowers individuals to play the lead role in their own stories, constructing them with authenticity and courage. In conclusion, this topic encourages you to reflect on ways to lead a more authentic and genuine life, free from the need for external validation. Ninth point, respect in relationships. Our connections, Both friendships and romantic entanglements significantly shape and reflect who we are. The distinction between privacy and discretion is a delicate one. Envision a relationship as a personal garden where sentiments, aspirations, and invaluable moments are cultivated. This precious garden deserves care and reverence. It's natural to experience sadness, confusion, and a desire to navigate the aftermath of a friendship or romantic liaison. Keep in mind that only you and the other party have access to the secrets and history of this garden. To protect the dignity of both individuals and your own emotions, refrain from divulging private information or the reasons behind the separation. Sharing such details may lead to disagreements, judgments, and rumors, perpetuating negativity and prolonging the pain instead of promoting healing. How should one appropriately conclude a relationship? Healing requires time and space. Reflect on your emotions with introspection, and if needed, seek guidance from a mental health professional for impartial advice. Additionally, engage in self-reflection. Instead of seeking external validation, contemplate how you can grow based on the insights gained from the relationship. Every encounter, even those that come to an end, imparts valuable lessons. In conclusion, practicing discretion and maintaining confidentiality demonstrate maturity and respect for oneself and others. End a chapter with grace and dignity, knowing that each encounter prepares you for the next. We hope this 9th point sheds light on the respectful way to conclude relationships, ensuring that both parties retain the dignity and privacy they deserve. 10th, no need to explain to hurtful individuals. Avoid engaging in arguments, debates, or conflicts with individuals displaying negativity. Even if someone you once considered a close friend has made hurtful mistakes, resist the urge to justify or defend yourself. Stay calm and focus on personal growth. It's possible that the person in question may need your assistance, but sometimes a simple no suffices. Specify your reasons only when necessary. If they breached your trust and lack integrity, it's advisable to withhold your support. Avoid unnecessary fights and conflicts. Tactfully remove such individuals from your life, as their actions will eventually be revealed. Prioritize self-care and let the future guide the path that's best for both parties. Demonstrating self-respect and adhering to personal limits is achieved by proceeding without providing justifications for your decisions. Remember, there is no obligation to associate with individuals who cause harm or devalue us. Every person deserves appreciation and respect. By tactfully removing those who have caused pain, you take a courageous step toward emotional growth and self-improvement, leading to a more authentic and joyful existence. Embracing these concepts fosters personal development and enhances interpersonal connections. Cultivate an optimistic, empathetic, and forgiving mindset. Like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications on new content. Stay tuned for 3 more updated videos. Enjoy your journey to wisdom. Delight in God.